What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We are back inside the building once again as we head back over to JA. Really exciting video today as the one and only Alkaline is back in business. He had a new single drop last week, I think, and we're going to check out this one today. I love it when Alkaline is in this form where he starts releasing a run of singles. We know he had the album drop last year, and it looks like he's now back on that sort of consistency path, which we love to see. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. We've had a couple of days off to rest and recuperate, and just make sure we're being respectful to certain situations that are happening worldwide. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into this. As always, then, let's jump into it and see exactly how it's sounding. Let's go. So immediately on this, something which, just before we get into the main sort of body and bulk of this tune, something that Alkaline always does really well is this concept and idea of space and kind of, I want to say kind of glitteriness within the mixdowns. Obviously he goes to different producers every time. He has a really cool kind of circle of production talent assisting him in making these bangers, but you can definitely hear there's a level of quality, a level of kind of texturing, a level of fine-tuned detail that's going on in the backdrop of this one. Those really subtle kind of pad movements, those little synth pops, really clean across the intro. Let's see how it's sounding when he goes. Really nice bass line as well.
Position.
And again, this is something we've seen more and more from Alkaline over the years. This kind of this approach where he is constantly transitioning in vocal flows and sort of performance styles. He's constantly going from left to right, and then an intense one, and then a stripped back one, and then a super skippy one. Like, he's really good at putting this into every single tune these days. And as a fan, I absolutely love to see it. I really like the fact on this one the instrumental isn't too overbearing. He's allowing his vocal to give enough room for that instrumental to shimmer and shine without it sounding like there's too much going on, which I really like. I think it shows a good kind of intelligent mind. Definitely not the most intense Alkaline tune, but this is definitely one that in a dance you can imagine finding a little bit of space and doing your own thing to. That's the way I see it.
Any other time impersonation, I make you talk, make you green, make you top up, make you punch away, I make you cry, make you scream. That's why it's spending night back moving, alright. And you have a grip the grip, I get up and I grip the grip, girl, I want you have a grip the grip,
Again, that little kind of transition of vocal is such a cool thing to see from Alkaline. He is one of the best at that in the world. That and again, kind of utilizing different kind of transient points in his vocal. A transient point, I have explained it on this channel a few times, but for those that aren't aware, a transient point is basically that sort of the point of intensity within a sound. So it's the kind of thud of a kick drum, or the kind of shimmer of a cymbal. That kind of instant impact is the transient point. And with this, it's really interesting hearing how he's able to kind of shift the transient points of his actual vocal sound. So you are getting this and you're just getting these different levels of intensity with each vocal line. I think that's really cool. Sitting good on a grip, the dick, girl, I want you have up. Grip the grip, oh, I grip it. Punch him on mic. Different settings, up it down, we still up. I sit up your face, we don't in a new pillar. Loving finger, wet up it and chipper. Take up on your body, make you tremble and you quick and got in grip. Leg up on your wet up, them a flip. Jip up on me sitting on his stiff. What's mad about this is, more than anything else, is that with Alkaline, we know that he is able to go over super rowdy instrumentals and give them like a real additional kick. With this is a stripped back instrumental. Like, it's a very harmonic, melody-based approach, and there's a lot of emotion wrapped up in those melodies. Like, do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Again, it's got this kind of double hit. You've got the do-do-do-do-do. and that kind of is mirrored in the backdrop. Really nice harmonies. Again, this kind of idea of soundscaping going on in the background with those sort of glittering pads we spoke about earlier. You can hear them just constantly creeping and tapping away. Really, really nice.
Feeling fantastic. Make me can't go without it. Me I say I make you call, make you cream, make you rock up and mash one screen, make you mad, rotate, make you can't do without it. Feel alright, and you have a grip the grip. I get up and I grip the grip. Girl, I want you have a grip the grip. Oh, and you have a grip the grip.
Really nice use of vocal effects going on in the background. I don't know if you can hear them, but there's these high-pitched vocal kind of sort of sounds going on in the background. I can't get my voice to be as high-pitched as they are, but they're heavily reverberated, and they're giving the whole thing this kind of sense of space and depth, and they're really cleverly placed over the top of Alkaline's vocals, so you don't necessarily hear them, but you hear the impact of them, and that's smart production. The idea that you don't actually have to have like a clear, concise kind of listening to every single thing for them to still have effect on you. Really, really nice. We'll let this one run through to the end then, and then give it our final breakdown. But again, really good stuff from Alkaline, man. Mr. Consistent right now. See what I mean about this instrumental? So much just space and precision in that percussion. There we go then, Alkaline with Grip, the official visualizer. Not the best visualizer I've seen from Alkaline, to be honest with you, but it does the job, keeps you visually kind of on the screen. And alongside that, definitely not my favourite Alkaline tune. I'll be honest, there's definitely more intense Alkaline tunes that I would naturally gravitate towards more, but there's something very nice about this. There's something enjoyable in that sort of melodic approach. The idea that his vocal itself is just another instrument in this one, rather than like this sort of leading voice that charges forward. It's just like this naturally swirling box of different melodies that all work together quite nicely. Again, clean percussion, clean use of background vocals as well, which I always really appreciate. It shows a really kind of high level of production IQ, and it's going to be interesting seeing what is on the way for Alkaline. Is there going to be an EP? Is there going to be an album? I think this is the second thing he's dropped this year so far, so 2 singles in the first, realistically, 2 months is really good to see. So yeah, I'm excited. As always, friends, if you enjoyed this one, do let me know by getting into the comment section down below. We do read every single comment that comes onto the page, so I'm very excited to see what you're thinking about the tune, and of course the reaction as well. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying what we're doing, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, of course turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now, but they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cam TV. Stay locked.